Hey everyone, this is Mark, the Scooterloon, here to make another video about the NanRobot D4 2.0, or just the new D4 scooter. This is my review of the scooter suspension, or my opinion. I'm not an expert at scooters or suspension, but I do have a lifetime of experience riding bikes. So this is just my opinion of the suspension, which really it doesn't have suspension. Technically it does, but I'll start with the front. The front has 4 springs that, yes, do act as a suspension, but they're more to hold the front end or the front motor on the scooter. They really don't give any sort of dampening whatsoever, not rebound or compression, and unless you weigh 180 plus, the front end really is not going to compress or do anything. For me, it a little bit over 135 pounds with all my gear. When I hit bumps, it feels like the front suspension or the front end is pretty much locked solid. So if you're buying this scooter expecting to have a really cushy front suspension, you're going to be disappointed. But then again, at the cost of the scooter, at what I paid, about $1,200 on eBay, for what it is, it's not really that bad. It's really not going to cushion any of the bumps whatsoever in the front. It's going to be a very solid, very bumpy ride. Again, unless you weigh like 180 pounds, the front is pretty much going to be locked the whole time. When you hit bumps, it's going to be very jarring, almost bang when you hit stuff. And the few really big bumps I hit going down the sidewalk at going 40, bounce the front end up in the air and jerk the handlebars out of my hand, almost making me crash. So the front suspension is pretty much locked at my weight. But again, for what you're paying and for what the scooter is, I don't think anyone's going to be buying this for the really comfortable, cushy ride. You're going to be buying it for the speed and the power. So now for the back. The back has pretty much the same as the front, if you can see it. There's a shock or a spring. I have the preload adjuster loosened up to the top as far as it would go without taking a chance of it being bounced off through the threads and coming off, and it does cushion a little bit. Again, like the front end, it's pretty much locked unless you hit a bump going really fast. It's not going to do too much to cushion the ride. But for what you're paying for the scooter and why I got the scooter, it's really no big deal. This shock, I do think I can find a replacement that might have a little bit cushier ride. And for the front, I'm going to contact NanRobot to see if I can retrofit. I think the D7's front suspension that might give it a little bit of a suspension effect, not just the lock solid springs. So if you're buying this scooter expecting to have a very comfortable, cushy ride, I think, in my opinion, you're going to be disappointed as far as the suspension goes. The suspension, in my opinion, at my weight, is pretty much lock solid. I mean, I can jump up and down on it and get the back end to bounce a little bit, but the front end, even when I jump on it, doesn't move really at all. It's just a locked-in front suspension, and the springs are more used to lock the front motor and front end in place. They're not really there to be a suspension per se. They're there to really lock the front end to be solid, which, as far as that goes, it does keep the front end really tight. So it does its job for, what it is. So that's my opinion and my review of the NanRobot D4 Plus 2.0 suspension. I'm going to do a couple more vids today about what I think about the power and some of the mods I plan on making to it. Sorry about the bad vid. I'm doing this on my cell phone. I ordered another GoPro. I plan on doing lots more vids, but I want to wait till I get a really good GoPro. So please comment, subscribe, ask me any questions you want. any suggestions you guys might have as far as, you know, having a really good camera so I can make these. I'm not sure what camera, what mic to use. So I'm kind of just winging it, but I plan on making lots of vids. I want to make prank vids, sneaking up on people and blowing the horn to try and scare them. So again, this is Mark the Scooter Loon. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me your suggestions. Tell me what you'd like to see. I'm going to try and do lots of day vids, lots of night vids. Watch for my next vid about the power, what I think of it so far, and then another one about all the mods. I've got tons of stuff coming for it. So thanks again for watching.